We'd like to thank our supporters, OG Haulage
and Coolridge Heating and Air Conditioning for their ongoing and continued support of our podcast and helping us make this possible.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Welcome to Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam, another episode this week.
Welcome. How are we all?
How are we, Cam?
Good, mate. Bit of a different one today.
We have a very different environment for us today, mate.
Yeah, so I flew in last night from some training that I've been up to in Brisbane for the last couple of days, and it was a very late return, so I asked Drew if we could kindly meet sort of halfway-ish, but it sounds like it was more in my favour.
Absolutely it was.
But no, we've come down to the Robin Hood Inn off the side of the highway and gave a little bit of a word up about what we were planning to do, if we could do it, and they said, yeah, go for it.
They have guessed at us very well.
Oh, mate, have they? Have they what?
This is one of the best rooms I've ever sat in and done a podcast yet.
We're doing a podcast under chandeliers.
Would you call that a chandelier, would you?
Back in the day, it would have been.
Yeah, why not? Why not? The leather couches get me, mate.
Mate, it's an amazing little spot, so... Yeah, we just came in and mentioned that we were going to do we're wanting to record our podcast, and would it be okay to do it here? And they said, where do you need to go? We found a little quiet nook, and then there was going to be people coming in. They said, oh, we've got it upstairs.
Yes.
How lucky are we?
I could make this our regular spot, I think.
Well, it might be a bit of an idea. We could bounce around a few other spots and
it's an idea.
Do that because, you know, it's that idea, isn't
100%.
it? Mate, I stop past the pub with my kids and get a bowl of chips and...
Couple of fun drinks.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Absolutely.
No. You call them fun drinks, I'll still call them beer.
Well, considering I can only drink one, that's it for me.
Mate, I'm only having the one. We're just here, bowl of chips.
That's it?
A beer, get this smashed out and...
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
No.
How's your week been besides your training? That was sort of, 2 or 3 days of your week?
Oh, well, yeah, we finished shift and went virtually that night to Melbourne because it was early flight, so up to Brizzy.
Yep.
2 days of hot fire training, rather intense, so it was pretty good. But, you know, like I said, late home, thanks for meeting me halfway sort of thing. More in my favour.
Yeah, once I get out of town, I'm all right. It's just getting out.
Well, it's not too far out of town though, is it?
Nah.
What,
an hour's
hour
drive
for you? Yeah.
So.
But
your eyes are hanging out of your head.
Oh, they are a bit,
mate,
yeah.
So.
No, we might do this sort of thing a little bit more too, even just bounce around a couple of different pubs and
have a chat to people and see if they've got a room for us and go from there.
That's it. So,
fantastic.
What about you, mate? What's been happening with you?
I really, not much, to be honest.
Yeah?
I haven't done a lot. What have I done? Oh, I got to dispose of my fox scalps this week. Yeah.
Just walked out to the bin, said this is enough. They smell.
I did, but no one paid me, so I pulled them back out.
Yep.
As you know, but we'll share with the listeners, Agriculture Victoria has, and in conjunction with parks, pay hunters for scalps off foxes and dogs. Dogs are out.
Dogs are out, foxes are still in.
Foxes are still in, but it's $14 a scalp. Mm-hmm. So, and because I hadn't done it before, I went, you know what? I'm going to do this. I've got the time to do it. So I I went on the website, registered, you put in all your details. I zoomed down to, per se, my local parks department that was doing a collection.
Yep.
Had a discussion with the gentleman down there. They go through it, they have a look, they count them for you, and you get paid $14 a scalp.
That's right.
And these gentlemen were extremely accommodating. They were quite informative. They want to know where you get them from.
Yep.
What area, things like that.
Yep.
But they're good blokes, and they're doing something positive for the environment, as we are too, by eliminating foxes as an introduced species. And that got me out and about a bit more.
Yep.
Going to chat to those boys, and they're like, yep, no worries, we'll see you on the next one if you get more. And I'm like, yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of foxes, I did share something on our socials this morning.
Right.
I saw this and thought this is pretty interesting. Melbourne averages 16 foxes per square kilometre.
Ouch.
That's into the urban environments and almost into the CBD.
And that used to be just bushland.
Yeah.
And now we're getting urban environments. So we're becoming a lot like England, where they're just running in.
Among the highest urban fox densities in the world.
Stink.
So that's just something that sprung to mind because I did share that this morning. Now, when you say you're doing your fox scalps,
Yes.
let's go into that a little bit. So what are you using to get the foxes?
I'm using my rifle.
Yes, caliber.
Either a 22 or a 17.17 HMR.
Yeah. So we're going in just rough figures. You get $14 a scalp,
Yes.
right? I've just had a quick Google. So a packet of 50 rounds for a 17 HMR is about $40. Say
Yep.
$40
Yep.
for a packet of 50, and you get 14 per scalp.
Yes.
It does help offset the cost of going out and doing it, doesn't it?
100%.
So
Well, it was, what, 86, $84?
yeah, it's nothing to really shrug your shoulders at when you start thinking about it. Because
No.
you drive for a few minutes to the property,
Yes.
you're out, you're walking around because you want to be out walking around anyway. I do that all the time.
Correct.
So then you've done that. So you've covered your fuel,
Yes.
and then your rounds you've definitely covered.
100%.
So that's the thing. I use a 223.
Yep.
So my foxes, I'm still getting 14 a scalp. That's flat over Victoria. I think I pay $90 for 50 rounds.
Yep.
So I'm still making my money back and then making a bit for fuel. So
Well, that's it. But
It's an incentive for you to do it.
You being on the farmlands too, you get a lot more access
Yes.
to a lot more places.
Yes.
So offset for you, fantastic. And
Yep.
plus the environmental impact that you're actually, with all the hunters that are actually running around making a difference.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It can be a huge difference. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Hey, Cam, I wanted to ask you something. You, in your job, have an element of first aid. I've done a couple of first aid certificates, things like that.
Yep.
We had a listener ask us what we would recommend for a first aid kit.
Yep.
And my first question, if someone said to you, what do you recommend? What would be your first question?
My first ones are triangular bandages every time.
No, as in a kit.
As in a kit?
Yeah, if someone
Okay.
said to you, I need a first aid kit, what would be your first question to a listener?
What are you intending to do?
That's it. And that was my first question.
Yep.
What do you want it for?
Are you hiking? Are you in a vehicle? It comes down to weight and size too, doesn't it?
True.
So,
Like if you're doing hiking, you've got to be smart about it.
yep.
If you're doing an everyday carry in your vehicle or a small backpack or something like that,
Yep.
And moving on from there. So I guess your first question is, what do you want to use it for?
Yeah.
For an everyday, I mean, there's so many companies out there, you just don't know where to go, do
Mate,
you?
there's some companies out there that go to like a full crash bag size, like
Yeah.
an emergency
Yeah.
response size bags. I literally have a small first aid kit I bought from a pharmacy
Yep.
in the back, behind my back seat of my car. So
Yep.
I've always got something with me.
So that's your everyday carry.
That's the everyday. I've got a snake bite kit. I've got
Yep.
2 snake bite kits. One always stays in my backpack, one in the vehicle.
Yep.
And then from there, you buy a few little bandages and stuff like that and blister wound covers and wound care stuff
Yep.
for that smaller hiking sort of thing.
Mm.
So, yeah.
100%. Where would you advise someone to start looking for a first aid kit?
A lot of companies online that do sell first aid kits.
Yep.
So they'll do a variety. You go through, you order what you're sort of looking for, purpose-built things. A lot of your local pharmacies do carry a standard first aid kit.
That's like a generic
Yeah,
couple of bandages, couple of band-aids,
yeah. But
things, yeah.
the thing is too that you've got to maintain in check is your first aid dates.
Yes.
Yeah, use by date, sorry, because you don't want to go, I've got all this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is 3 years out of date.
I was going to
Now
say,
it's
18
all
months
dried
down
and
the
shriveled.
track, you've
Yeah.
got no water for if you've got a cut, you've got band-aids that are out of date,
Look,
you name
if it was me and I had out-of-date saline and needed to wash something out, I'm
It'd
still
happen.
washing it out.
Exactly.
I'll wash it out in a creek and just duct tape it up.
Yep.
But it's got to be purpose-built for what you're wanting to do.
Yep.
That's the whole thing.
But there's so many options out there. This is the hard part.
That's right. But if you were to go, right, in the car, I can put a generic one from the pharmacy that's got some stuff to help me and my family, a few bandages, some wounds dressings and whatnot.
Yep.
That's all you're sort of going to be needing. You can go to the whole Armageddon, end of the world is coming, I need everything. Or you can,
Which comes in a duffel bag.
well, that's right. But you can make do with what you've got.
Yes.
So I've mentioned it before, triangular bandages.
Yep.
Mate, I love them because you can use them as a pad, a compression, a bandage, for a fractured arm, whatever. You can use. They're so versatile. It's up to your imagination.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but the main one for me is the snake bites.
Yep.
Because of the locations I go, fishing, hunting, hiking.
So it really applies to anyone sort of getting off the beaten track.
Yeah, that's
Heading
right.
bush.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
And nowadays, mate, a lot of them can come down to a bandage that's purpose made from the pharmacies and a permanent marker.
We were discussing that the other day about bandages when you and I were out fishing.
Yep.
You mentioned that these new bandages for snake bites.
Yes.
There was a square on them or
Yeah,
something?
there's a square on the bandage, so because you've got to run on compression with a snake bite,
Yep.
or any of the venomous bites. So you've got to run the compression but not cut off circulation.
Correct.
So these little squares that are on it, if you can keep the tension on it and it still stays as a square, you're applying the right amount of pressure to the bandage
Okay.
and to the limb that you're trying to do.
So
the
when people's
compression on.
toes are turning purple, you know you're doing something wrong?
Well, they shouldn't be turning purple because if the square stretches out to a rectangle,
Yep. You know
you're
you're too
applying
tight.
too much pressure.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to back that off. So
Remember the old days with the old stretchies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've still got three of the old
you'd
brown
wrap someone's
compression.
arm up and their fingers are turning purple. You're like, suck it up, princess, keep moving.
Nah. Well, that's the one thing you don't want. You don't want them moving either. So, yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the venom, it flows through the lymphatic system. So the main thing is immobilisation.
Yep.
And like I said, triangular bandages, I'd tie their feet together if it was their leg and say,
Well-
I'm splinting it off your other leg.
100%. Tied at the knee, tied at the ankles. They cannot move.
That's right.
And you're making someone sit still.
And if you do have that happen, you bring a car to them, or as best you can. You don't get them to hop up and go, look, the car's only 1.5 k's that way.
Yeah, no.
I reckon you've got this. No,
Yeah.
you don't.
No.
It's, you try and do what you can to get that.
And considering we have 10 of the world's most venomous snakes in our country,
Isn't that fun?
we're just trying to scare our international listeners, by the way.
No, we're not. Come
but
over
it's
here.
true. We got listeners in America, Cam.
Do we?
We do. I was
know.
looking up the stats.
Yeah.
We got America. I think we got a couple in Paris, a couple in England.
There we go.
We're getting around the world here, mate.
We're international.
We are international. Look out. Do you have to speak with an accent now?
No, we don't. No, I'm not that fancy.
But no, rolling back, we've got all these snakes, everything like that. But I think the wisest thing that would come out of this is they're not that expensive. And if it's going to save someone's life, including your own or your family, go to a first aid course.
Yeah, it's that whole thing. It's not just for you. It's your family. It's anyone you come across. It's the same with those personal locator beacons.
Oh, 100%.
We mentioned in one of our last podcasts. That isn't always just to cover your backside. That could be someone else's.
It could be someone, like a hiker you come across that's been bitten by a
A
snake.
motorbike rider that's
Yep.
come off a corner on
Yep.
up by themselves in the bush.
Yeah.
You know, you can you trigger that emergency response and you can go, all right, I've activated my personal locator beacon. Now I'm heading back to the car to grab my first aid kit to see what I can help with.
And we'll get someone out here as soon as possible.
That's
Take a
right.
number. You're next.
So
Yeah.
the other thing I've got, which is I feel sort of is a little bit over the top, but it's something you've got to recognise. In my passions of hunting, you never want to have an accidental discharge.
Mm-hmm.
But if something is to ever happen, someone gets shot, and I'd never, ever, ever want to see this or have to use it, but I also have a combat tourniquet in my vehicle.
Right.
Now, that could be also used in a car accident, but that comes down to training through those first aid courses that you were saying to go and do.
Correct.
So, it depends on what you're wanting to do and why you're wanting to have it.
Well, it's kind of hard, I think, because a lot of people don't know what they're going to come across.
That's right.
But then, like, listening to us, okay, you may come across a road trauma victim.
Yes.
You may come across a motorbike that's wrapped itself around a tree in the bush.
Yeah.
An old mate's got a broken leg with a broken femur.
Yep.
You can come across someone that sprained an ankle on a track.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Or someone that you're hiking with gets blisters.
bingo.
It could be something as simple as that, a small laceration,
But it's better to have something
than nothing. You'd rather be looking at it than
than
looking,
looking for it. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
So, I mean, it's peace of mind as well. That's
Yes.
the other part to it. I'd venture off by myself a lot into the scrub.
Mm-hmm.
It gives my wife a bit more peace of mind. I'll give her, I'm not going to cross this creek. I'm not going to cross that creek. I'm planning to hunt in there.
Yep.
Locator beacons in my bag, snake bite kits in my bag, first aid kits in my bag.
But even you out kayaking, fishing or whatever, you get the weather turn that blows you out half K, of course, or something like that.
I'll swim it.
You still have, but you have an idea. Someone has an idea of where you are.
That's right. And that's another main thing too. You've got to make sure people know where you're actually going.
That's it.
Where you plan to be, when you plan to be leaving. It's the simple thing, like shooting somebody a text message when you get home or get back to the car.
Yes.
And we now know with Telstra you can do that.
Yes.
So,
yes, you can.
It's all these things now rolling into one constant flowing part to it.
That's it.
You've got your locator beacons. So, it's setting you up to give you more confidence to go and do that thing that you want to do as well.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly the point, isn't it?
Yeah. My recent trip I did with my mate, backpacking remotely, we had portable UHFs. We had time frames that we would check in remotely with each other.
That was on Where To Next?
Where To Next on YouTube. Yep.
That's right.
We're still yet to get Ryan in for a chat, but he will be coming in for a chat.
We got him locked in yet or not?
Well, we sort of do. We've just got to confirm dates and see what works, and we work our way from there. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But, I mean, there's those sorts of things that you think about too. And you go, it's a UHF, portable handheld radio, doesn't cost the world, it's very light. If he's going to be hunting a gully system and I'm hunting a separate gully system, I can still check in with him at midday, at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock.
So something that just came to mind, you're talking about a UHF, we're talking about first aid kits, snake bite kits, PLBs, personal locating beacons, things like that. I think something really important with all this gear is learn how to use it.
Yes. Get it out and play with it before you... Don't set off your PLB.
No.
But get it out and look at it, be familiar with it.
And learn what they do.
Yeah, that's right.
Because, even with the UHF, people go, oh, yeah, but they're only good for, say, 2 kilometres, right?
Yep.
But there is an emergency channel.
There is.
There is repeater stations.
Yep.
Which I know a little bit about, but not enough.
Yep. I don't know enough on that to be any form of expert.
But even your first aid kits, you've talked about triangular bandages or, okay, let's do an absolutely possible scenario. Walking through the bush, walk past a stick, you got a 3-inch laceration in the bottom half of your leg.
Yep.
And people go, oh my goodness, and it's pouring blood because you've hit good, thick artery of blood.
You've got a gusher.
It's pumping blood.
Yep.
What would you do? Not you particular, I know you and I, above board.
Cover and compression.
And I'm not going to give the advice because someone can always come back and go, hang on a minute, this X, Y, or Z happened and you said to. So, no.
Yes.
Learn how to use the gear and what it's appropriate for.
St John's normally run them.
Of
St
course.
John's Ambulance, they do run a lot of courses, and there's a lot of responder sort of style courses now too.
Yes, 100%.
So,
even just a simple first aid course.
Yeah.
I had to do it for a couple of jobs.
Yep. Even your CPR. Your CPR could save someone. Learning that could save someone's life.
And
so
every single, everyone sits there and goes, oh yeah, but you do CPR and you break their ribs or you could hurt someone or they die and the family will sue you. You know what? From what I've learnt in the first aid courses that I've done, and there's been about half a dozen that I've done so far, not one case that went to court, the person trying to help with first aid got charged.
Yeah. As long as you do not step outside of your scope of training.
The only one that actually went to court and got charged was a woman had, I don't know if this nurse made it up or not, but it was the woman had an issue, like a sore neck or something, and the gentleman believed she was having a heart attack. Mm-hmm. He was trying to give her CPR, but never checked her heart rate.
Yep.
So that's the only one that went to court for, not misadventure, but whatever the word is for it.
Yep.
Not malpractice either, but... that it went sideways.
Yep. So the other part to that is too, which is a concern for me, but I'm fairly youngish, is, if you do need to perform CPR, defibrillation is key to that as well.
Well, true.
Early intervention, but you learn all this through your CPR course as well. So unfortunately, they're too expensive for me to justify buying one and keeping it in my car.
Yep.
So... Not that I have a need or a want to have one in my car, but it's those sorts of things that you have to keep in your mind too.
That's it. And with CPR, you're better off doing something than nothing at all.
But a lot of them too, you could probably get a CPR first aid course.
Correct. They usually
all
are
rolled in
now,
together,
from what I
yeah.
believe.
So
a lot of kids do it through school
yep, and it's a good thing to
with
do.
the swimming side of it because they find someone that's drowned, they throw a bit of CPR on them.
Yep.
It can help.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to at least try, or if someone gives you instructions, get in on it.
The worst thing you can do is be that arse that pulls their phone out and starts
videos
filming
it.
it or taking photos.
Yep, 100%.
Don't be a douche.
Pull your phone out, ring AAA.
That's all you
Be
have to
the
do.
first one to do that.
Make it clear that you've rang 000 too, so other people know that it's been called.
You got 50 people ringing 000 and one person trying to help with CPR.
It can happen. So
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
And that makes it hard.
yeah, it does. I mean, you're trying to help somebody in the crappiest time of their life.
Bingo.
So it's a high stress situation. Keep cool head. Do things that you
Even
need to do.
even if you're standing by, to walk over and hold their hand and go, "Hey, you're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What do you need? What
Yep.
can I get?"
That's right.
Something.
So
Don't stand by. Hey, referring back to first aid kits,
yeah.
took the family to the show,
Yep.
and St. Johnno's walking around everywhere.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're everywhere when you go out. But you went to the show with the squidlets. That's
We
right.
did.
I saw the photos.
We did. We took the girlies to the Royal Melbourne show.
Did you go for the wool judging?
Yes. No, it was already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
So
We actually
last week or first week?
It was the Friday the last Friday of school holidays.
Yep.
Took the girls in. Took training.
Yep.
Sashi hadn't been on a train before, my youngest.
Easy, no parking.
Dude, it cost us less than $25 return.
Yeah, you wouldn't even drive there and
Nah.
back with the fuel,
Nah, fuel, tolls, parking
everything. Yeah.
would have cooked us.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, took training, jump stations at Flinders.
Yep. Yeah, you've got to do that one hop station for
Yep.
that, don't you? Yeah.
We jumped one platform. That
Yep.
was it. Went in, straight showgrounds, walked in, no problem.
Ah, fantastic.
It was awesome.
Yep.
It's changed from when I was a kid. Like, it used to be massive. Now you walk
Mad
around.
Mouse still there?
No, I actually didn't see it. But the Gravitron was.
Ooh,
And the pirate ship.
the Gravitron. I had a lot of fun on that thing at Dreamworld.
I had a lot of fun on it at Luna Park when it was, what is it, pay like your $25, ride it all you want. I didn't get off.
Yeah, I think I did like 4 or 5 in a row and was feeling very sick. But
A good one for the young listeners. I was talking to the girls about it, and I'm like, when you get on there, which they didn't, you turn yourself upside down when the gravity starts, and then
Yeah.
you get sucked up the wall and you stay there, and then when it's finished, you come down, land on your hands. They're like, "Oh, Dad, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, watch the video here."
Yeah.
And they had a screen inside.
Yeah,
This little kid in there was turning green. It was great.
it's the one ride you don't want to be on if the person beside you vomits.
No, because it chases you around the walls.
Gets everyone.
But yeah, we went round and we looked at a bit of the cow judging.
Yep.
Went through a walk through all the cow stalls and had a bit of a play with a Highland cow,
Yep.
Highland long-haired.
Yeah, they're very long-haired things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of good information. The girls love their stock animals.
Yep.
So that was fantastic. Big day, but yeah, watched a bit of the not equestrian.
Yeah, it is equestrian, the centre pavilion there.
Yeah.
The centre's stage.
Is that what they call it? I don't even pay attention to
yeah,
horses.
it's equestrian, horse jumping.
I wasn't jumping. It was where they do certain moves around the ring. and-
Dressage.
Dressage, that's the one.
Yep.
My daughter's into it like there's no tomorrow, and I can't even keep up.
Yeah, my cousins and all that are right into the equestrian, and
Yep.
yeah, they live and breathe it.
We ended up walking into, and I'm still traumatized by it. We went into the show bag stall.
And the wallet left the building.
No, it was not that bad. It was just like the Bertie Beetle one. You go and buy it for like $6. There was 8 Bertie Beetles in it.
Didn't the Birdie Beetle used to be a $2 bag or a
Bingo.
$1
And you
bag?
had that many flipping chocolates. Like
Yeah.
you went home on a sugar high. You almost needed insulin shots because of it.
Yep.
But I just went, nah. The dearest bag I saw was like $60, I think. And I went, that's not bad, but you could buy Women's Day ones, you could buy men's ones. There was a fishing one, and I'm like, that'd be a good starter pack for somebody,
Yep.
but not at, what was it, $65-$70.
Did it have a rod and reel though?
No. Had a couple of magazines, had a tackle box,
Yep.
couple of hooks, couple of floats, couple of sinkers. Might have had a rod bag,
Yep. But no actual rod
but
or reel.
nothing
Yep.
special.
Yep.
So, but all in all, you know what? Fantastic day. We ended up finding a promo code online,
Yep.
got him for half the price,
Okay.
and got a whole heap of discounts on rides.
Oh, well, there you go.
Chat
Win-win.
GPT comes in handy.
Chat GTP, how did you work that with that?
Mate, all we did was...
You've really taken on this whole Chat GTP
Mate,
thing, haven't
I
you?
heard something about it, and the good lady wife went, hang on, let's check something. And she went, right, find me a discount code for the Royal Melbourne Show.
Yep.
And it went bang, 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 bang. And this one also gives you a ride discount. Like you pay, I think it was, one of the codes was you pay $80 and you get $120 worth of rides.
You know we've just been banned from the Royal Melbourne Show then.
Probably. You got to find our faces first. That's okay.
That's it.
But yeah, I now we do anything, we start throwing into ChatGPT. Is there a discount code for this
Yep.
event?
Oh, well,
And-
that's a handy hint for the listeners there.
Exactly
anyway,
right.
isn't it?
It's
So,
a money saver.
Yeah. Well,
So-
that's the thing. Everybody wants to go and do stuff, but a lot of stuff costs a lot of money nowadays.
It can do with a full family. Well,
Yeah.
this was nearly half the price to get into the Melbourne Show.
Yep. Yep.
So,
That's a win in itself, isn't
and
it?
everyone's got Google.
Yep.
So if you've got Google, you can get into ChatGPT for free.
Yep.
And off you go.
Yeah, I've had a bit of fun in that with the creating the AI images, the
I did
baby
see that,
video, and then
yeah.
the deer and the hound having a chat.
The
so-
deer in the hound still holds my best, man. I love that.
Oh,
So-
mate, it's a bit of fun. I've purchased some AI editing software so I
Yep.
can do a bit more of the creative side of it. But
That's awesome.
it's just a little bit of a dabble. It's a bit of fun. So.
We were discussing a bit earlier, Cam. We were talking about, you said about the KMART fishing challenge.
Yeah, I was umming and ahhing about trying to work something out. So I've had a bit of a Google. So there is a telescopic 6-foot rod. It's 2 to 5 kilo rated. It's 9-pound leader, 9-pound mono.
£9 line, yep.
So this whole rod you buy from Kmart for $27.
Oh, challenge set.
So let's have a bit of fun with this. We'll get one and get it up on the social media so everybody knows, can have a look. So let's do this. Let's put it out to the listeners because we've got all the social media. You should be already following us by now. You should be.
If you are not, look up Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam on Facebook
Or Instagram.
and Insta.
Instagram.
You're showing your age, mate. It's Insta. Come on. The cool kids call it Insta.
Okay.
I actually had feedback during the week. There was a couple of listeners that said they want to take part in this fishing challenge. Tell
Yep.
us more.
Okay.
So I thought, why not? Let's talk about it.
Well, yeah, let's set it. So the $27 Jarvis Walker combo from Kmart, I'll get one on the way home and I'll get photos of it up onto our socials a bit later on. So this will be the rod that you have to use. You can't change the line off the rod. I'm going to be cursing myself for this, and I can tell I'm going to be screaming up a creek going, I should have left this thing at home.
Yep.
Let's do that. Doesn't matter if it's fresh, salt water. Let's set.
We want to see what you catch.
Yeah. Catch
And I
something
think,
on it.
I think the ultimate goal would be a trilogy.
What's the trilogy? Because you've got to remember where people are.
I know. But
So-
if we lean on, and we're talking about trying to get people off the couch too, Cam.
Yes.
Keep
but
that in mind.
You also mentioned earlier that we have international listeners, and they might not have the same species of fish that we have.
Mate, if we've got listeners overseas that can rip out like a 3-foot Chinook out of somewhere, mate, bring it on.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
a
9
6-foot,
yeah.
9-pound line, bring
Yep.
it on. I will send over whatever I can to say thank you.
let's just go at your biggest fish you can catch on it. Doesn't matter what it is. Let's have a bit of fun with it.
Well, I reckon, yeah, biggest fish.
So
I
let's
reckon
go.
we could do a competition on this, do you reckon?
I don't know. I'm still... Because how do you judge a competition if it's different species? That's the other part to it. So,
Well, I reckon we go for A, the biggest fish.
Yep.
That's just overall.
Yep.
And we do a trilogy. So someone like, to make it available to everybody, carp,
Yep.
trout,
Yep.
and I don't know, if we're talking Gippsland way, we'd be looking at, what, bass?
Bass. Yeah, you'd get bass, but they're only in certain locations.
You know what? Open it up to everybody.
Oh, mate, any fish.
Grab your fish, rod, get out there and send us pictures on our socials.
Yeah, and you send them through. If you're happy to, we'll share them on the social media as well. Here's another entry in the $27 fishing challenge.
Exactly.
It's not an expensive rod.
And I reckon the more likes we get, that's where our winners come in.
Okay, so it comes
So it's
down
not
to people liking
it's not
it.
bias on us. It's people on the net that can
So
look at it.
Everybody that's friends with me, just remember when I start posting photos of fish.
Camo lives in the bush. Remember that.
So look, I still live in a suburb. It's a small town. Look, let's do that. That's the basis for it. We'll go with the $27 rod from Kmart, the Jarvis Walker telescopic, so it's easy to store as well.
Yep.
and let's see what people can bring in on it.
Absolutely.
So
And that gets people involved. The weather's getting better.
that's it. We'll get some stuff together so we can get some photos and whatnot of it. I'm regretting. Yeah, I'm already regretting this idea, but it'll be a
great.
good bit of fun. So yeah,
I think it's great.
It's not a blown out price. It should be easy enough for people to afford, and it's a good bit of fun. And
Become part of our community of getting outdoors.
That's right.
Fishing, hiking, walking, hunting. We don't care.
you've got the trout stocking lakes. We've shared the stocking listings for
Yes,
Melbourne
absolutely.
CBD.
Look that up on Vic Fisheries.
Have a look at that. That'll give you places that are located and tips and techniques for catching them.
I've got a couple of mates that live out around, I think, Cranbourne area.
Yep.
And there is a water area out there that I know has some decent carp in it.
Okay.
So that makes it easy and local for people
That's
my
right.
way.
Yep.
But keep in mind, you can look at a dam, you can look at a river, you can look at open water,
Any body
get
of
off
water.
a pier,
Yep.
do some Googling, find the right baits, and get out there and have a crack and send us your photos. We are super pumped about this, actually. I think it'd be great.
I reckon it'll be a good bit of fun. So
And I reckon there could be a prize in there somewhere.
we'll have to work that out.
We'll
But
work
yeah,
something
We'll work
out.
something
I
out.
reckon. How long are we going to give this competition, mate? This
don't
is
know.
releasing Wednesday.
We'll work that out. I think we need to look at a bit more of the finer details to that side, but we'll start off with the $27 rod. I'll
Send
post
us a photo
photos.
when you buy the rod.
Yeah,
That starts it off.
yeah, let's do that, and we'll start posting that up on our stories as well, I guess.
Absolutely.
Another $27 rod purchase from Kmart.
Yep.
Hopefully Kmart don't sell out of them real quick.
Depends on how many listeners go, yes, I want to try this.
That's right. So
And if you are in another country,
we'll work out. So it's got to be a 27, a 6-foot rod, 9-pound line, but it's got to be the line that comes on the reel you buy.
so you can't buy a boat rod, is that right?
Well, it's got to be 2 to 5 kilo. Let's do that. But
Sounds awesome, dude.
that's for our international listeners.
International only.
Yep.
All right.
Australia based. It's the Jarvis Walker combo from Kmart.
Fantastic. Kmart special.
Yep. Now, well, I think that's about us for the day, isn't it?
Camo, we've run out of chips, we've run out of drinks,
Yeah.
and the sun's shining.
That's it. My eyes are shutting.
Exactly. So I reckon we get out of here, mate.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for meeting up.
No, thank you for coming up and making it a bit easier for me.
So easy, brother. And especially a massive thank you to the Robin Hood Inn in Drouin
Great chips.
for
Cold beer.
allowing us to be in here. The
They've
great
been-
chips, the cold drinks, and accommodating as they are.
More than accommodating.
If you get out towards Drouin, Warrigal Way, make sure you pop in, see them.
Not far off the highway, even for a rest stop.
Not at all.
So
Not far at all. We're talking 2 minutes. So, yeah, if you get out this way, come in, tell them Drew and Cam from the podcast sent you.
fence playground out the back in the beer garden too. So beautiful.
You couldn't ask for more.
All right.
Everybody, check on your mates.
Always check on your mates.
Talk to you next week. Cheers all.
Cheers all.